Used to think I had it alright. How I lived was how I should. I never took the time to lay my heart on the line. Ooh, 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 ooh.
This is a mic test. I'll be starting in around 5 minutes, or is it supposed to be in 2 minutes? Oh. We'll be starting soon. Man, we'll be talking about absolutely nothing today, so yeah. I guess we could talk about the monthly close, right? We did close a monthly candle. Pretty important monthly candle, but hey, I want to enjoy this Friday. Let's sit back, relax, and just, chat. Hey, how's it going, Florian? It's been a freaking while. How are you, bud? How are you? Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with my mic. I noticed something wrong with the thingy, the volume levels when I was doing a test. I tried fixing it before the stream. That's kind of why I'm actually a bit late on today's stream. I was supposed to start a while ago, but I'm really not sure, man. I tried to get Krisha to look at it too. Oh no, maybe. I tried restarting my computer too, just not sure what's going on. Is it awful or is it manageable? Okay, maybe I'm sitting too close to it. How about now? Okay, so I'm sitting far back now, so it could be that. Alrighty. Cool, thanks guys. I still think there's something wrong with the mic. Gotta fix something. That's a voice for radio. We need Krisha on here, but she's busy today. Ooh, maybe I could do something. Have some fun with you guys today. Yeah, Bitcoin and S&P have been losing their correlation. I like that. Overall though, if you just look at the big picture, Bitcoin has been losing its correlation with SPY. There's a tug and war kind of going on here between traders who are trading Bitcoin as a risk-on asset and traders who are investing in Bitcoin as a eventual emerging risk-off asset, right? So Bitcoin is an emerging risk-off asset. So while it's emerging, there's going to be a tug of war between the traders who are kind of pulling it down during risk-off periods because they're selling into risk-off periods, while there are other traders who are buying it because of risk-off. So it's going to be a really interesting chart to watch over the next 10 years. I'm going to do something, guys. I'm going to do something that we have been neglecting for a while. We've just been getting lazy. How's this? I'll reduce this a tad bit. I'll increase that a tad bit. I'll do this, I guess. I'll do this. I could do this, I guess. Alrighty, there we go. How's that? How is that? So the mic is pretty far away from me right now, and you guys saying this is better than when it was closer to me, right? Cool. I think we should be starting about now. Good morning, guys. My name is Sean Dexter and I welcome you to the Mango live stream. It is a weekend, so I'm just going to be sitting back, relaxing, watching the charts. Not going to be drawing too many lines, just keeping an eye on the couple of coins that we have been looking at, and Bitcoin as well. And yeah, we closed a monthly candle today, so happy brand new month to all of you. What month is it? The month of April, right? Yeah, the month of April. Is it the month of April? Yeah, the month of April. Yeah, so happy April to all of you. I hope you guys have a happy, great, prosperous month. And yeah, we're gonna keep doing what we usually do, look for opportunities in the market. But today we're gonna simply be sitting back and watching the trades that we have been in do well. And hey, yeah, that's pretty much it. Not gonna be doing much today. So if you guys have any questions, hit me up. If you guys have any thoughts to share, let me know. We could go through your analysis if you guys want to, share some charts on the Discord. Oh, by the way, the Discord is no longer public. And it's not been public for a good month now, and we're going to likely be keeping it that way. So those of you who do want access to the Discord, shoot Krisha an email letting her know something about you in regards to how long you've been watching Mango, if you have been engaging in the comments, etc. And accordingly, we will let you into the Discord. So moving forward, at least for the foreseeable future, until we figure out some kind of like, I don't know. Maybe we'll open it up again. But Mango has been private before for periods of time. So let's see. But yeah, for those of you who do have access to the Discord, just shoot a PM, or just shoot a chart on the Discord, and I'm happy to look at your ideas. I'll critique your ideas too, if you guys have any ideas. So you guys know, I posted that Sol video when Solana was sitting at around $102. It's at 131 now, by the way. 131. I don't post trade ideas often, but when I do, you will lose money. No, I'm kidding. But when I do post a trade idea, at the very least, it's a really easy trade to manage, right? And this one was one of those really easy trades to manage, which is what we like. We're not looking to win on every single trade. It's not easy to win on every single trade. You shouldn't be looking yourself to win on every single trade. You're looking for the easy trades where you can keep your losses very manageable and easy to take the loss, right? You want to take an easy loss. And then when the wins come, they come like this. Yeah, it says here in the corner, man. Dynamic method, Ichimoku, trend bullish, tempo activated. Oh, is the Ichimoku version of... Oh, that's what you're asking. Is the Ichimoku version my favorite one? In the current environment, the Ichimoku is what I am looking to trade the most, yes. Once we start having a more bullish environment, okay, so this is basically how I'm going to be looking at it. Once we start having those more trending environments, I'm going to be looking towards the original dynamic, right? The original dynamic calculation. And then once we start going to parabolic phase, I'll be looking at the volatility dynamic, right? So for those of you who are trying to figure out what Shovan's talking about, he's talking about the fact that the newest version of the Mango dynamic has 3 different calculations for different market phases and just your personality, right? To be able to trade your personality. So he's asking me if the Ichimoku is what is my favorite. And no, it's not my favorite. It's my favorite in these current environmental conditions. ESG, boys, ESG. Yeah, so we're green now. We're green. So, yeah. In parabolic, when markets go parabolic, I'll be looking at the volatility, right? Again, guys, keep in mind that you don't need to use any of these methods, the new methods. You can just use the older version by simply keeping it dynamic, right? Krisha is she already has a couple of dynamic videos out for the tutorial, but she wants to post it as one entire series, I guess. So yeah, I watched her video. It's really good. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, just use the original. So for example, Sean, just to give you a quick example, right? Bitcoin on the monthly time frame is trending, correct? So you can see, like, on the daily time frame, I've been using the Ichimoku, the daily and the 12 hour, I've been using the Ichimoku trend, because it's very choppy. It's very choppy on the daily time frame, right? So you don't want to be using the dynamic is a dynamic trend indicator, the original version that adapts to it. But when there's no freaking trend and it's constantly adapting to it, you're going to get chopped in, chopped out. So you want to be able to take advantage of those trade opportunities in those environments with the Ichimoku calculation of the dynamic, right? So it's a dynamic indicator in that regard. too. So if you look at the daily, for example, and you switch to a dynamic, you're going to see like, yeah, you did get some good trades, but you also got chopped, right? I guess there was still some good trades over here. Again, there was some, yeah, here, right over here actually, you got chopped a bit. But now, if I look at the monthly, right, because the monthly is trending, think about it, guys, the monthly is trending, right? You were kept in the trade, right? The monthly is still in its trend. So you were kept in the trade, and that's what you're looking for. You want to identify yourself through a discretionary perspective as a trader. Hey, is this trending? Are we in a macro trend, or are we in a daily trend? Are we in a weekly trend? And we are in a macro trend on Bitcoin, which is what kept you in the market this entire time. Does that make sense? So I'm giving you two different. Look at the Ichimoku. This is what was the bullish thingy that I gave you guys an update on, right? On those, I've done like, I've done, I think, more than most altcoins over the past year. I've covered Solana, and each time I've covered a series on Solana, it was literally alpha given to you guys, right? I said, hey guys, Solana there's a trade here and everyone's ignoring it. And the last time I did that was Solana sitting at freaking $30. It ran till 200, right? And again, now nobody watched the video. Before, everyone was watching the Solana videos when it was at 250, right? And again, you guys were late on it, asking for updates when the trade was done, pretty much. And now again, that Solana video got 700 views. Bitcoin is getting more views than my Solana video, right? That's how I judge. And Bitcoin is getting more views than Solana. And I was like, what's going on here? It prompted me to actually get a bigger position than usual. And now Solana is sitting at 130 and wants to keep going. Sean says, I see, I've been using and backtesting all three, and that makes so much sense. There you go, man. And I'm glad that you're backtesting it. Don't take my word on any of these things, because at the end of the day, the asset that you're trading needs to work with the indicator as well, and it should work. But again, don't take my word for it. Backtest everything before you use it. It's still clipping? Okay, hold up. So you see, I see like a buzz, and I don't see a buzz, but I see the mic picking up some sort of sound. Like I see it picking up something, and I'm not sure what that is. Alright, so when I'm not speaking, do you guys hear something? Let me know. Like when I'm not speaking, is there like some sort of sound? Because I see that there's some and my air conditioner is silent. I'm not sure where the sound is coming from. Yeah, but to answer Ormaz's question, the sell-off just before the monthly close was bearish. Okay, the bulls did not hold the multi-10 SMA, or rather did not claim the multi-10 SMA, and on the flip side of that, you can say that the bears did hold the monthly-10 SMA, so it is bearish. Right? The bears won. It's bearish. It is what it is. Interestingly enough, though, let's go back on over to Bitcoin. I'm gonna actually do that. I'm gonna go back to Bitcoin over here. Interestingly enough, the situation has flipped in that I was looking for monthly resistance to be claimed by the bulls and go into weekly resistance that would be held by the bears. Correct? Now that situation has actually flipped on its head, because what ended up happening, we're going to go ahead and show you the monthly first. Monthly 10 SMA was resisted by the bears. Okay, the monthly 10 SMA got resisted by the bears. We closed underneath it, and now on the flip side, if you turn on our 21 EMA, you're going to see that the weekly 21 EMA, so weekly support, is being held by the bulls. So we hit the monthly 10 SMA, rejected it, and came down and got supported on the weekly. Now here's what the next big test is going to be for the bulls, or the big strength signal from the bears is what I should say. Okay, the big strength signal from the bears. If the bears can reclaim the 21 EMA over here, that's going to be a really good sign for them. So if the weekly starts closing underneath 44,000, next step is of course 40,000, but possibly all the way back down to the bottom of the range, guys, 34,000. So those are the range levels that you're looking at over here. The bulls, on the other hand, what they want to look for is closes above 51,000. Until then, nah, this is not a good sign for the bulls, definitely, but there is some solace over here, and there's some more solace in Solana. Is it a USB mic, a direct mic to your PC, or into an amp? Yeah, it's going straight into my PC. Hey Wolfie, how's it going, buddy? Oh, just the background music is the issue. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh no, you mean all you hear is the background music, and my voice is clipping, so my noise gate might be too sensitive. F if I know, man. It's the weekend, so I'm not gonna care too much. I mean, we're not like a professional stream here. We just try to have fun. Sherwin is likely going to handle our professional streaming and podcast stuff thingy, since his brother is such a pro at it. I'm like the worst content creator on YouTube. Maybe too much gain, and I don't. So should I reduce this, or should I? Alright, how's this? Is this better? I'm using my Logitech now.
if you guys rather this mic, I mean my Logitech, let me know. This is Logitech, guys. It's oh, it's too soft. How about now? Oh, Jesus Christ. So we gotta leave Logitech a review saying you guys freaking suck. Hello, Sean from the cockpit. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I'm gonna switch back then.
I tried my best, guys. So that's pretty much the thesis for Bitcoin's monthly, guys. I still think that the bulls can pull this off, but of course I'm like base bullish, so just be careful with my sentiment on Bitcoin. I would say that the monthly close wasn't okay. I'm being too harsh. If you look at the price action, look at just the candle. That monthly close would have been ultra bullish if we closed above the 10 SMA. It isn't really bearish that we close underneath, because if you just look at the candle, it was a really good candle. We closed green with some nice body to it. The bearish wick, okay, the shadow, okay, is longer than the fade. So the wick to the bottom is longer than the wick to the top, correct? Put simply, which means that the bulls were able to reclaim more of the candle than the bears were able to reclaim. If we closed, if there was not much body to the candle, like I'm talking about this part here, guys, that's the body. If there's not much to it, and it was more like some, let's say we close at around 43,000, 44,000, that would have been a little bit more questionable. But the bears, you could say, just barely managed to reject that. And the candle in general, bouncing off the 21 EMA and the 10 is pretty bullish. So if you just remove this 10 SMA over here and look at it through this perspective, right? If you don't have that resistance overhead telling you that, hey, the bears actually press price down, through a trend perspective, this is a pretty good look, because we took out the high of the previous month as well. So I'm being a little bit harsh on Bitcoin over here, which probably is what my subconscious is trying to tell me, with my sentiment still saying that Bitcoin can recover from here, especially considering the weekly 21 EMA is being defended. 10 SMA is also curving up for now. Exactly. 10 SMA has reclaimed its positive slope. It's curving towards the upside. Well said, Wolfie. That's a good point. Let me show it to you guys. The 10 SMA is now angling towards the upside, which is a good look for the 10 SMA, right? A lot of bots and algos will be trading just the slope, not the claim, but just the slope, which is bullish. And finally, the bullish divergence is still in play. Right, the bullish divergence is still in play. It is activated. There is bullish divergence on this that is triggered, and that still points towards around 59,000, 60,000.
Battery 50%.
There's no problem if you just hide it. Exactly. Alexander says, although a sell-off toward the end of the month and a quarter is not the best. Yeah, exactly. It could be a trap though, but a trap, when it's a trap, you just gotta get, if you're trading a situation, based on the trap, then sometimes all you can do is get trapped. You can't predict a trap, right? Unless you're on the other end of it, expecting it to happen, and we showcased the scenario like that during this period here. Over here, right? We were expecting the trap, triggered, traded it, and boom. But let's say we use that price action to invalidate ourselves. You can't tell yourself that, hey, it's a trap, I'm not going to get out of my trade. You can't say that, because what if it's not a trap? And then you lose your account. Don't want that, man. What? Joseph, are you in the seed chat? Are you in the seed program? I think you are, right? There was a Joseph who emailed me, and I'm not sure if that's you. If it is you, you should. I'll try to explain bullish divergences over here today, but it's really difficult to do so. I have an entire module in the C program where I explain it. I break it down. I talk about all the understandings of bullish divergence, bearish divergence, blah blah blah. It's a really fun module. So if you haven't reached there just yet, just wait. You will reach that module, and things will be a lot more clear to you, and you'll never misunderstand it again. I guarantee you that. You never mistrade it at the very least. But essentially, you're looking for put very simply, you're looking for trend mismatch, right? Trend mismatch between what the RSI is telling you, or your stochastics, and the actual price, right? So quick example over here on Bitcoin, since we have the monthly showing. What's going on over here on the monthly? Well, we do have lower lows and lower highs, right? So in a way, we have this like weird like falling channel. Are you seeing that over here? Are you seeing that over here? No, you're not seeing lower lows and lower highs. Mostly, since we're talking about bullish divergence, you're looking at the lows. You're seeing higher lows, right? You're seeing a higher low. So there's your divergence right over there. More importantly, you're not even seeing the lower lows, right? Because we put in a higher high on the last upthrust. So there you have your bullish divergence that also got triggered the last monthly close. Jacob Kassoff, you made it, buddy. How are you? How are you? He says, I'm still alive. He's like, I think I'm ready to lose my savings again on a 20x long. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. I think you were on the... Is my mic too loud now? I think you were on the other side of my trade, right? From the 3K run. Sorry, the 30K run. I think you were... I forget. You lost everything from the 69K to the 33K run. Okay. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that. That freaking sucks. But since you're back, it means that you survived and you're stronger for it. You're 10x stronger. Maybe 20x stronger. So, yeah, man. I've gone through some serious pain in this market too. It's one of the reasons why I started Mango, was because I saw way too many content creators out there who get too headstrong on a opinion, either bullish or bearish, and their audience ends up losing the most, right? So we've tried to have a more balanced approach over here at Mango. I mean, we have. I think now we've survived long enough to say that, or rather we've done content long enough to say that we have had a very balanced approach over here. We've not done any moon boy stuff. And you're still married, so you're white. I love this guy. Dude, you're awesome. Give this guy some angles. Sean says, agree. I would have been way too good if we took 10 SMA too. Yeah, exactly. Next month makes more sense as well, and chill an uptrend. Yeah, I think I was expecting a lot this month. Let's see though. Let's see. Like if we, you know, if we hadn't lived above it for as long as we did, let's say price came up and closed, right? Let's say the situation flipped around, right, where we were living underneath it the entire time, and then right into the monthly close, we came and closed there. We closed at 45,683, and we had no shadow or no wick towards the upside whatsoever. In that case, you're like, oh my god, what a great monthly candle close, right? We got bought up into the monthly tendency, and the next month is definitely going to reclaim it. So yeah, either way, it boils down to next month's close now, right? We more waiting to do. I think we have to watch the weeklies now. The weekly 21 EMA as well as the bi-weekly is going to be very important in my opinion. I want to go ahead and show you guys the bi-weekly Ichimoku. We essentially edge-to-edge C-span trade from the Kijun towards the Tenkan, reclaiming, losing some weekly levels, and then reclaiming the Tenkan bi-weekly would be the ultimate trap in my opinion. And yeah, either way, claiming that $50,000 level on the weekly is going to be very key. Hey Lindsay, how are you? Overall, I think neutral to bullish close on the monthly. I think we will take it the next close, but wouldn't trade it based solely on this monthly. Yeah, I think that's a good conclusion, Wolfie. Neutral to bullish would be right, considering you look at the monthly, the high that we took out, the previous monthly's high, that was good enough. Yeah, I would agree with that. Good morning to you too, Lindsay. Lindica, I'm taking questions today, so if you have any questions, today's the time to ask. And no more questions for the rest of the year. I'm kidding. How are them apples, guys? How are them apples? I looked at Ape in the last stream, and in fact I was looking at Ape prior to the stream as well, prior to the last stream, and at the time it just looked like it wasn't worth the Bitcoin risk. If you have Bitcoin as collateral, it wasn't worth it because it was going sideways against Bitcoin. So if it was trading in conjunction with Bitcoin, it wasn't worth the risk. But we could take a look at it today as well. CryptoKitty, hey, how's it going, CryptoKitty? It's been a while. Risk management is key. Never get too comfortable in this market. Indeed. Well said. Hey Sean, I noticed that you like to check the BTC pairings for alts. Can you please explain the benefits of looking at the Bitcoin pairing? Okay, that question comes just in time. So the reason I look at the Bitcoin pairings is because I'm measuring my success against Bitcoin's success, right? My collateral is in Bitcoin too, for that reason, right? Bitcoin is, at the end of the day, in crypto, the safest crypto asset to be in, right? It's your measurement, you could look at it as your risk-free crypto asset, right? If you want exposure to crypto and you want out of the fiat system especially, well, Bitcoin is the safest. It has the lowest volatility amongst the altcoins for the most part, or the long term, right? It is the most surest coin to also survive over the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. So you want to measure all risk against Bitcoin. If the asset that I am trading is not keeping up with Bitcoin, right, at the very least, I am taking on more risk than I need to. I might as well just be in Bitcoin and get more gains, if not the same gains. So so for example, Ape, last time I did a stream over here, was a few days ago, I believe. Ape was simply going on this APDC, the APUSD, I'm looking at APDC. Ape over here, in fact, let's look at the daily. Yeah, there you go. This is a really good example. Ape it might be going up on USD terms towards the upside, but in Bitcoin terms, it's just going sideways, right? So why would I put on risk if I can get that same gain by doing nothing? Do not underestimate the power of doing nothing, right? Doing nothing is a trade. Not trading is a trade. Because while everyone else is scrambling around trying to get out of their trades in an environment where there's a sudden market dump, you not being in a trade suddenly allows you to take advantage of those market dumps. So if I can get the same gain by doing nothing, I will take that. So yeah, that's my essential comparison of why I look at the Bitcoin pairings, because I'm measuring everything against how well it's performing against Bitcoin. So going to Sol BTC, for example, right? What did Sol BTC tell me? On the daily, we're looking at Sol BTC with the 10kin and 21 EMA. It told me that it was in a downtrend for the longest time against Bitcoin. Rejection, 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 and then suddenly reclaim, retest, held. I like this. Dashboard told me too that, hey, Bitcoin has turned long, right? Then Sol USD first turned long, Sol Bitcoin turned long a few days later, and boom, 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 right? Of course, go watch the videos on Sol that we did. We did a couple of videos on Sol, broke it all down, but you guys get the picture. Oof, what's going on over here with Bitcoin? Jesus Christ. Alright, I'll be wrapping up the stream very, very soon, guys, in 15 minutes. So, any other questions? Let me know. April Fools, yeah. Oh, imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that. Bitcoin's going for it, man. Jesus. That weekly 21 bid really freaking doing work. Behind the curve says, what indicators do you rely on to determine if the trend has ended? I've been really lazy with my altcoins, especially on. So the reason I created the dynamic was to essentially make my life easy on just that. Essentially saying, hey, it broke the dynamic, so I'm just gonna be getting out of this coin because the trend has ended, because there are too many altcoins to go and sit down and do a proper analysis on all of them. Okay, but when it comes to Bitcoin, I do sit down and do like a deep analysis to really figure out what is going on. And the best trend indicators, in my opinion, of course, I use the dynamic over here too. So really good example over here would be the monthly dynamic. Let's get some equilibrium, and you want to use the original, not the Ichimoku over here, right? So that tells you that the trend is still intact. On top of that, what you want to use as well is the Ichimoku. Okay, now the Ichimoku, again, let me go ahead and find out a chart that has some price action, because there's no price action on Coinbase for the monthly. Let's use Bitstamp. Okay, so Bitstamp, you can see that the Ichimoku, right, just the Tenki and the Kijun has been a really good indicator, and this is actually lining up with the dynamic as well. So that's confluence, and the beautiful thing about the Ichimoku, guys, is that it's completely free. So you guys can use it and trade effectively just using the Ichimoku, right? You guys can see that one of the biggest signs that we had confluence on our monthly trade over here back in the 10,000 region was again the weekly, I believe, the weekly and the 4-day dynamic, along with the monthly Kijun, which is which was one of the first reclaims of the monthly ever since this run over here. But even when we reclaimed the monthly over here on the Kijun, we did not claim the Tenkin. Over here was the first time we reclaimed the monthly Tenkin and the Kijun at the same time ever since 2017. Ever since 2017, and then boom, 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 been holding it ever since. So the Ichimoku is really, really good for your longer term trend indicators, right? Other than that, man, you can just use I would say 21 EMA works really, really well for crypto. Yeah, use the 21 EMA. You want to find confluence. You want to find confluence between multiple things, and then your trend analysis. But again, that's an entire like price action trend analysis. You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that. This is really interesting. That's all I can say. This is really interesting. And hey man, this is a really good example of the 21 EMA being an important indicator. Right over that. Alrighty, any more questions? Ethereum rolling, eh? Let's go check it out. You'll have it here. BTC. Ooh, nice, that BTC. Looking good. Oh, looking really good. Solid BTC too. Oh, everything's running. Everything's running, guys. Like, Jesus. Hey Alvaro, how are you, man? How are you? Happy bag noises. Are you in Ethereum, Wolvie? If you haven't hit the like button yet, hit the like. I'll be wrapping up soon. Hey, good morning, Dipesh. How are you, man? How are you, man? It's getting chilly over here. Jesus. Since 2018. It's a good trade, man. That's a really good trade. Sold 65% of my alts, looking to buy back at the low and high, 20% dip areas. What do you think? I'm sold 65% of your alts into what though? Into Bitcoin or into fiat? That's an important distinction to make, because if you sold into Bitcoin, that wasn't a bad idea, because you'd be selling into Bitcoin's monthly support levels, right? Which is great. I don't know, man. At the moment, right, there's a lot of fear around this year being super ultra bearish, and I totally get that. I could totally get that. This year is not going to be the easiest year to be trading. I don't want to give people the wrong impression. But let me say something. Nor was 2017. Nor was 2017, right? Leading into 2018, everyone knew what was. I mean, there was no war coming. There was no war coming, definitely. But everyone knew that Jay Powell was likely going to be becoming the chairman. Janet Yellen was already increasing rates. We talked about this. We did a stream where I talked about the interest rates increasing throughout 2017. 2018, Jay Powell comes into power, and Powell into power, and not just starts increasing rates, but also starts reducing the balance sheet. And that's what really caused the panic. But interest rates can keep going up, right? While the markets go on one last run before a capitulation. So if you guys are staying out of the market, that's completely fine. You need to be okay seeing a run happen without you and not buying the top of the run. Okay, be very careful on that. Do not buy into the tops, because that's what will really get you. Staying out, which would have been the right move as long as you be patient in the long run, and then the dip comes, right? Don't stay out and then buy the top. Okay, if you're staying out, you gotta be okay. Price going up without you and then coming back down, and then you buy. Because the worst thing you can do, man, is you stay out over here, price moves all the way up over here, you buy over here, and then price moves back down, right? And you're like, shit, I was right, I was just early. Hey, how's it going, Saurav? Yeah, this is the best year to study. This is the best year to study, hands down. This is going to be the best. Not you know what's funny, man? This is going to be the best year for me to be studying, and I have a lot of market experience, right? Like, I've been taking a step back from spending too much time doing analysis, and I've been actually getting into the books and reading and like analyzing the charts and like drawing out shit. Like, you guys should be doing that too, okay? And whatever I learn, I will teach you guys. Okay, I'll teach you guys this year, and I'll teach you guys that much more next year. Unlike, I will wow something to you guys. Unlike every other content creator on YouTube, I will outstudy them, and I will make sure this community constantly learns new and newer concepts. We will not stagnate like every other YouTube community out there. I vow that to you guys, right? I will make sure that we don't. That's what Mango represents. We either die as a crypto community doing that, or we will thrive. One of the two. We are not going to stagnate and just do this shit like every other community is doing just for the freaking views and the sponsors and all that. I'm not trying to put them down. I'm not trying to put anyone down for that. Those things are important, right? Those things are important. And people who put down other communities for that shit, like screw them. But I'm just saying, Mango is not going to be that. We are going to learn. We are going to learn together. And Jesus, now I'm feeling hot. It's feeling chilly and I'm feeling hot. I hate that. Can never get the right temperature in here. Boom shakalaka. Good morning, Dumpy Squad. How's it going, buddy? I'll have more stress-free time around June, says Alvaro, planning to search for trading opportunities, and hopefully no, you'll never be late, man. Think about all the times people thought, since 2021 to 2022 now, think about the amount of periods people thought that they would be missing out on a massive market bull run, and then everything pulls back, right? You never miss out. You can never ever say I missed out on an opportunity, because there's always another opportunity. Oh, they're crazy thumbnails, eh? Interesting. Bitcoin seems to have been putting a fast run on people. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. It's at Krisha. Bitcoin's at 47,000. It's a good thing I did a stream, eh? It's a freaking good thing. Wow. Bitcoin pulled out April's Fool on everyone. Just a perfect retest of the 21 EMA. Bitcoin's at 47,000, guys. I should pull the Vegeta line. It's over 47,000. Oh wait, it's selling off now. Oh wait, did it get to 47,000? I thought I read 47,000. Almost. So trappy. Wolfie, you think it's a trap? Maybe this was your opportunity to exit. Wow. Let's see if it holds this, man. Jesus. Yeah, man. Oh shit. What is this? What I click? I click something. Okay. You guys still see me, right? I clicked something on my streaming software. This is looking like the daily 200 rejection, front run of the daily 21 EMA. Was this the daily 10 SMA? I thought there was a daily 10 SMA somewhere here. Okay, no. This was your best opportunity of trading the wink, guys. And those of you in the C program, trading the wink right here. Remember, after a breakout, the first retest of the 10 SMA is a buy opportunity, with your trading the wink opportunity right over there too. Not that I traded this, it's so easy to say in hindsight, right? Boom, guys, this is it. Rules are rules indeed. So you're long. You just invalidated the add portion though, right? So you're still long. So you should still be happy. There you go then. Well freaking done. Good trade, man. Good trade. And good trade on the invalidation too. So what do you do here now? Are you looking to add back? Looking to add back? Let's see. 10 SMA reclaim. If we close above the 10 SMA, that would be bullish, man. If you get a retest of the 10 SMA, what was your invalidation? You got invalidated on today's open because of the monthly, or you got invalidated on a 12-hour close? What was your invalidation? Because I'm like, needed to reclaim 48k for the monthly on the 12-hour close. All right, that's fair. Good trade though, good trade. You know, on the 12-hour, you could be using the dynamic Ichimoku setup thingy. That was a buy right there. You have access to the dynamic. Are you using it? The new version will be dynamic Fozies. Because remember, I posted in the C chat too this morning, right? I said we're testing the daily dynamic. New version needs new testing. Okay, that's fair. I can't argue that. I can't argue the things I teach you. Thanks, Sean and family. Have a fabulous weekend. Hey, you too, CryptoKitty. Thank you for stopping by. I really missed you. Hope you stop by more often. Yeah, we're gonna have a great time this year. Looks like the markets are gonna be interesting. Jesus effing Christ, man. What a move. But hey, we should have seen it coming, right? Daily dynamic support, 12-hour dynamic support, weekly 21 EMA support. We're all looking at that. We're all like depressed over the monthly 10 SMA, and then we sit back and we're like, maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's not so bad because the candle still looks good. We took out the previous monthly high. Maybe, and then Bitcoin decides to agree with us. Bitcoin's like, yeah, it's not so bad, guys. Bitcoin starts running. Bitcoin pulls up his freaking pants, pulls up his socks, and starts running. I'm out of alcohol. which means gotta wrap up the I gotta wrap up the stream, or Christian's gonna be mad. Sorry, boys and girls, but I'm gonna be wrapping up soon, like now. So, any final questions? Thank you, David. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Okay, just gonna give you guys a quick rundown on Solana before we wrap up. I'm very proud of this trade. Why? Because it was the simplest trade that we have seen show up on the markets in a very long time. I posted a video to all of you guys a couple of days ago saying Solana trade idea, right? I laid out the entire trade idea for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna show it to you guys. Right? Oops. Laid out the entire trade idea for you guys. It was as simple as it gets, with an easy exit too if it went wrong. So I started the trade with or rather the trade idea with a invalidation. And I don't show this to you guys often, but I even showed you guys where I had my stop loss. Everything. Invalidation, stop loss, take profit levels, and continuation levels, right? So we had 2 potential take profit levels, and the rest of the trade we're going to leave it in for a couple of reasons, right? A couple of reasons. We wanted to see that major resistance level get reclaimed on both Sol BTC and Sol USD, and that was this 21 EMA resistance here. If I can close above, I will like that, right? If not, I will start looking to take more profits, right? So far though, I'm very happy with the profits that we've taken already, because volatility was so low. Using the risk management sheet, guys, especially those of you on the C program, you guys know what I'm talking about. I had a thick position. I had a really nice position on this one, really nice position. So the profits already are very juicy. And now look at that. Oh, Kijun resistance over here. Do we see resistance? Even if we close above the 21 EMA underneath the Kijun, I'm gonna like that. But let's see. Sol looking good. We nailed this trade. Very simple trade. It was simple. Okay, nothing more to be proud of other than keeping it simple and executing on the simplicity. That's it. Pope says, yeah, man, people have been complaining about the mic all throughout the stream. I just don't know how to fix it. How's it going, buddy? Sherwin said that was a great video. Yeah, we need to put that into the educational list. Claudia, how's it going, Claudia? How are you? All right, guys. What am I looking for? Solana, 21 EMA to get reclaimed. Kijun resistance over it as well, but 21 EMA is going to be one of the more immediate resistance levels that needs to be reclaimed, especially since I'm looking at the Bitcoin pairing more than the USD pairing. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. On Bitcoin, same story pretty much, but towards the end of the month, we're looking for the 10 SMA to get reclaimed. Okay. 21 EMA was defended on the monthly, but 10 SMA was held by the bears. We still have bullish divergence on the monthly time frame, which is pointing towards 60,000. Yeah, that is a possibility, but let's see how this plays out. Remember, on the weekly though, there are a couple of things we can look for invalidation on that trade idea, which is essentially us losing the 21 EMA on the weekly time frame. We were expecting a rejection on the Tenkin Kijun cross, but now that idea is flipped on its head, because we didn't even get there really, because the monthly 10 SMA didn't really actually get claimed. Now I'll be looking for the 21 EMA to hold, and perhaps the bulls actually reclaim the Tenkin and Kijun leading into the monthly 10 SMA close. So now there's a possibility that the next month closes above the monthly 10 SMA, above the weekly Tenkin Kijun, as well as the bi-weekly Tenkin. That would be the ideal situation. So until then we will trade Solana. My name is Sean Dexter. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao. And how do I end this? There we go. I'll see you guys.